Okay, I'm Pauline de Klerk. I am Tembi's partner for the year, and I head up an organization called SALT. It's a social justice organization, or an organization as we call working in the justice area, and we work mainly in the areas of education, nutrition, and human dignity. So I've introduced myself. Tembi's going to introduce himself.
Okay, thank you. I've been introduced already. Do I need to repeat? Tembi Kutu is my name, Kutu, from Inkwenkwezi Secondary School in Danun. If you're a teacher, you'll know that we'll talk about 9 focus areas. But today we shall focus only on 2 areas. She will talk about curriculum, I'll talk about community involvement. Thank you.
Okay, already working in the Danun community for the past 15 years, we've really wanted to make a difference. Where'd I point it to? Where? There we go. You do it, Jared.
Okay, Inkwenkwezi Secondary School is a community of 1,300 learners. 36 teachers, we have about 5 non-teaching staff. Of course, there are volunteers that help us to cook for our learners. So that's the personnel that we have at Inkwenkwezi Secondary School.
You can see we practice this. Okay, so once again, if we can go to the next slide. Jared, can you do it from there? Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about one of the community projects that we started off. SALT has been working in the Danun community for the past 15 years anyway, so it made absolute sense when Irene dragged me in kicking and screaming into the first Partners for Possibility meeting. But it made absolute sense for us to partner and get involved in the community. We always wanted to do something that was really, really going to make a difference. Education has always been one of our passions, and for us, this partnership actually meant for SALT was that it cuts all the red tape, and I was able to get straight to the man himself, and to be able to work with his students for this past year. And we initiated a project called Finishing Strong, which you can come and have a look at our table afterwards to get more information. But basically, what we've seen is that clip that we saw in the very beginning, all those students that fall away, is that we're trying to make sure that those students, high school students, don't fall away. So what we see in Tembi School is the incredibly talented and bright students, but they will be challenged by certain things which cause them not to finish high school. So for instance, one of the students that we've taken on the program this year, his mom and his dad died last year, and he failed grade 11. And he's begged for a second chance to be able to do it again. So we're just saying those kids, and he gets really, really good marks. And Tembi's got two boys that we're busy. They're so competitive. At the moment, the one boy is getting 98% for pure maths. We want to make sure that these kids make it into university. And a lot of the times is that we find that the children from these communities don't actually make it into university, that it'll be your kids that come from the southern suburbs, go to the private schools that make it into university. So we devised this program called Finishing Strong. It's a tutor mentorship program. And if you can play that clip for me quickly, and then I'm going to hand over to Tembi.
I am a maths teacher. There are 9 of my learners in my class that are involved in that project. Now, if may talk about, that's curriculum, focus area, but curriculum, and then talk about community involvement. One of the goals of our partners, with my partner, one of our goals that we set as partners will want to achieve is to ensure we involve our community. You always know that we always complain about parents not coming to meetings, etc., etc. But also we say, maybe also as the school to reach out to school. It could be one of the important things that you can do. Now, in our partnership, one of the things that we thought we could start off is to be involved in the recycling project. In that process, we were fortunate to meet Maria is here, who was available to run the project in our school in the form of swap shop. What the learners do, in fact, mainly it involves the parents from the community, where they bring material to school, mainly plastic, to exchange with material like food, stationery, clothing, etc. So that's what we do currently. We have a number of parents that are coming every week. The impact also is to ensure that they clean the community, because those plastic will find that they are lying around the community. So also it teaches the learners that those things that we think we may not use them, they can be reused again. So that's how also the recycling teaching us our community. So from this year, from January to March, it's about 12,000 kg that have been collected in Danun. And then people involved, maybe interaction that is done, or participants, from that time is about 600 participants in that program. Also, through recycling, we have partnership with Elkanah. Our learners, because Elkanah is also doing recycling, so some of the learners come and see how the recycling is done, and also from Elkanah some people visited our school to talk about recycling. Now what has helped us is that learners also begin to get interest into it, and through their leadership, the RCL. RCL is Representative Council of Learners. So what we want to do and ensure that is happening is that the learners also become aware of the environment and be responsible of the environment, not only in school but also in the community. So you can see then that there's involvement of parents and also involvement of learners. Teachers are coming up also to take lead in that program. Because there are volunteers that are doing it, but teachers also in the morning when the learners bring their own material, and then teachers will collect that. So there's interest that is growing up for teachers. I think mainly that's what we'll talk about the recycling. Pauline?
Then I'll just end off to say that although the year's over, Tembi and I have committed to continue the partnership. And hopefully, we'll bring a lot of change to the Danun community.
Thank you.